Water crisis endanger global food production. Studies find agriculture is too concentrated and threatened by droughts. High food prices meet the global water crisis. The world's food supply is under threat because so much of what we eat is concentrated in so few countries, and many of those countries are increasingly facing water shortages. That's the conclusion of three independent studies published this past week. One study published by World Resources Institute found that 1/4 of the world's crops are grown in places where the water supply is stressed, unreliable, or both. A second, published by the Global Commission on the Economics of Water, crunched the data slightly differently, concluding that half the world's food production is in areas where water availability is projected to decline. The third study, published by the European Union's Environmental Agency, found that even some ordinarily wet parts of Europe face a drying trend. All three recommend urgent course correction. Those include the plugging leaks, reducing food waste, restoring wetlands, and setting corporate targets for sustainable water use. The Global Commission also called on policymakers to correctly price water, writing in its report, "Water is often taken for granted as an abundant gift from nature, when in fact it is scarce and costly to provide to users. The risks are already revealing themselves in Brazil. A crippling drought has not only driven up local food prices, it has increased the global prices of sugar and coffee. Brazil is the world's largest sugar producer, and it commands more than a third of the global coffee supply. In China's agricultural heartland, Henan province, an exceptionally dry season, followed by exceptionally heavy rains, drove up the price of everyday vegetables. And in southern Africa, rising temperatures and a drought driven by El Nino weather phenomenon this year destroyed the region's main cereal crop, maize, leading to what the United Nations this week called the region's worst hunger crisis in decades.